Hello out there. Hello, hello, hello. This is Robert Deschamps, my first live broadcast quite some time. And the topic is preparedness. Of course, you saw a little caption in there about thumbnail. And yes, this is probably the first thumbnail before I broadcast that I ever did. My evolution, so to speak. But this is about preparedness. Whatever YouTuber should, three things whatever YouTuber should do. First of all, if you want to be a YouTuber, you should be watching other YouTubers and watch other ways and people blog, how other people talk. And if you have done some little training in that before, then you should get out there and practice it. You don't have to be perfect, but you should have some sort of action plan going on exactly about where you should go and how you should get there, whether you're driving a car or whether you're taking a bus. Particularly when you're driving a car because you know you probably have to use a parking meter if you can't find any place free to park, how much you want to spend. Frankly, I don't want to spend anything, but $3 should be the max. But if you're gonna spend all day somewhere, which I hardly ever do, then I'll pay $5 or a couple of dollars for 10 to 12 minutes. But you should always have an action plan. That's number one. And number two, you should have a camera. Cameras that have video recording has been around for quite some time, at least 20 years that I know of. Very small cameras, long before YouTube, long before anything else, making movies, whatever it is. You should have a camera. And if it's your first time, you should probably just get out there and just start taking video. No matter where you are or no matter where you want to go. For one thing, it's going to always be a little bit fear, a little bit of fear. It doesn't matter how old you are, just like I said, but you're all going to have a little bit of fear. But you should have an action plan, one. And second thing, you should have a camera. After that, number three might be a little long one. If you're able, if you're not on the spur of the moment, and if you're able, you should have at least 3 or 4 backup cameras with you. Such as in my case, I usually have my cell phone, I have a camcorder, and I have a tablet. Those are the three things that I use because once I start vlogging, I don't want to give up what I already started. And the next thing, you should make sure you have plenty of batteries. Or your cell phone or whatever device you use should be charged up as much as can be. Now, I know some of us tend to want to use our phones and lower the battery, and I had that problem today. I wanted to vlog tonight someplace, but it was dead. So I said, well, let me resort to do something that I thought I was going to do a week ago with a crazy title, which I deleted, in which I come back around and this what happened. So even if I start something, I stop it, I'll come back around with a new presentation. But you got to have plenty of batteries, and you should get you a charger. Chargers you have to charge. There are a lot of chargers out there which do a pretty good job. I have one. Sometimes I only use it to boost the charge of my cell phone while I'm actually vlogging on the street. because I know my battery, the self battery inside the cell phone itself drains really fast, and sometimes the charger cannot help it. But at least I can try to slow it down. So if I can get an extra 12 to 25 minutes on a charge without worrying about it going dead, then that would be a miracle. Now the third thing, I think that was number two. The third thing is get you a bag for all your gear, for all your equipment, all your cameras. You don't need a really big, bulky bag, but you do need a bag so that it's easy for you to carry. You don't necessarily have to put it down anywhere. You go into a restaurant and you can eat. You don't have to put your bag because usually, your equipment is pretty expensive, and therefore you just don't want to be laying it around. But also, you want to be able to walk the street and find a nice place where you can sit down, or just walk the street and just vlog. So make sure you got a very nice bag. Just like I said, not a bulky one, but a small one. Now, with that in mind, this is my first semi-serious video. I hope everyone out there is doing great and doing fine. I would like to thank my backdrop to Enrique Martinez Celaya. I'm doing my own virtual background without a screen. That's coming up soon. But I thought this might be a perfect backdrop. And in my own telecast of what this came out to be, my way of showing that I am evolving, because I have not been making thumbnails at such a pace that I am now. Now I'm making 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 thumbnails way ahead of time. Now that doesn't mean I'm going to use those thumbnails, but I got them ready in case I need to do it. I'm becoming better at making the thumbnails because I was really afraid to make thumbnails. So all you YouTubers out there who don't know how to do thumbnails, sometimes you got to take time out and practice. Now, of course, I'm not a full-time YouTuber. I work, but I know that I can do it, and you can too. And so, thumbnails and my virtual backdrop screens, you're probably going to see a whole bunch of different type of backdrops in the background, which shows my representation of how I feel when I go out to vlog. And in this case, it's birds. And with that in mind, I'll see you in my next video. So long, folks, and I'll see you next time. This is Robert Deschamps. See you later.